Well, how do you have this scored at this point? I gotta know.
How do I have it scored?
Yes.
I still got Kendrick up, but I absolutely love everything that's happened since you and I sat down last. I love the Drake record. I love the Kendrick record. I don't care if Drake has a daughter or not. It's not my business. I don't. They're doing a lot of teeth. But
and by the way, it's a lie. It's 100% categorically is a lie. Does that matter though? Because we talked about lying as part of the battle.
No, the T matters. The T 100% matters.
But the veracity of the T, like, is it truthful or not, or just saying it?
Both in the art of war. You can just say something, and if you can put that, that's all communication is, right? Like, if I say something and put when I say the N word, you think nigga, right?
Yeah.
So if you just say something and put it in somebody's brain, true or not, you've put it in their brain. Like, these are frequencies. So, like, I'll tell you, the rabbit hole my brain went down. I'm listening to the Kendrick joint that he dropped last night right after Drake. It gets to the daughter part. My mouth drops to the floor. I'm like, no way. No way you got hit with the same move. And then he said the girl was 11. I said, no way in the world you've gotten this off for 11 years. Oh, my God, I'm blown away. Kendrick wouldn't say it if it wasn't true. Then Drake said, I dare one of y'all niggas to find my daughter.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, well, if you don't have a daughter, then you're just throwing shit at a wall.
Hey, I'll take it one further. Drake hit me and told me, he said, Ak, if you or anybody could find proof I have an 11-year-old daughter, I'll quit rapping and I'll come work for you. And I would love for Drake to work for me.
Well, then the internet went and found a girl that was his daughter.
Allegedly.
And then the internet said that was a mole, and Drake, I can't even keep up with all this Easter egg bullshit that they're doing out there. But last time you sat with me, well, shit, that was the other day. I told you.
It was yesterday, nigga. What you mean the other day? Yesterday.
Oh, shit, that was it. They're moving at the speed of light, Act. I don't know what day it is.
Yeah.
I don't know what day it is. But I told you that he should sing to them niggas.
No.
And he did.
Wait, here's the thing, though. I think this record that Kendrick dropped today gives a little bit more. I think this whole little mystery, I'm doing a true crime novel. He's doing like a true crime, like, music podcast. Like, hey, have you ever? Like, a lot of people like that, but that's not where Drake usually is. Drake is on push-ups. He's on Family Matters, where it's more up-tempo, seemingly almost like club vibes. This record with Mustard, though, that's that.
Incredible.
That's
incredible. See, this is why these guys are such geniuses, right? Because Drake is such a huge target. You got to attack him just in so many different ways. For Kendrick to hop on the West Coast Bay type Mustard beat, he going to have all the whole West Coast saying OV hoes. He called them niggas. He said that should stand for other vaginal options. He going to have everybody on the West Coast calling this nigga a freak-ass boy. So it don't really matter if it's true, right? Because you just got a whole half of a country saying that shit. Or at least the West Side, anyway.
Hey, by the way, I just had Wayno on, and I asked him this question, and I ask it to you. Is this a significant advantage? Because I keep hearing West Coast. Like, even when Cam was speaking about it, he was like, yo, on the East Coast, we don't really have that solidarity to speak as a coast. But it does feel like the West Coast is rocking behind Kendrick, almost more incentivized to say his victory is a victory for us. Like,
well, I mean, the West, they rock like that on all matters, seemingly. That's all I'll say there. And Kendrick is the guy, and he's throwing a lot of West Coast slang, and it's like he's doing it for the West. All his Pac references, these other sneak type gang lingo, like he talking on these shits. So yeah, it seems like they have a unified front, even though it's one person. It's interesting because you got to operate on the West Coast if you're in the music business.
Are we at the point of diminishing returns? I believe that now that Kendrick is, like sinking into this angle of, hey, you're a predator and the new Jeffrey Epstein of rap, and I'm going to put these sexual offender pins on your house. What
That was crazy.
like I don't know if I think a big L for Drake would be him trying to even respond to that. You can't there's
Oh boy. Oh well, respond to that.
yeah, you can't make a record responding to that, right? Like that just looks and sounds weird.
No, you leave that alone.
So
You ignore it, but I mean, the more you ignore it,
if the bigger it gets,
the more your opponent knows that you're ignoring it, and whether true or not, I'm gonna beat it in the head.
Okay. So if you're Drake, and I think one of the reasons why Kendrick dropped today on the Family Ties record, he says, I'm about to go on vacation. Almost basically saying, you know what? Which, by the way, is interesting because Drake at first was saying, no, not this time. You're not getting away. But it feels like Drake is saying, I'm good. You know, I'm good. I'm good off of this shit. Like I'm about to dip.
Me and you spoke for an hour yesterday, and I said the best thing for Drake to do. This is when you accused me of only giving Kendrick advice. I said the best thing for Drake to do is find out. And on the end of that amazing record he put out, he found out.
What was that?
Proud of him. You just told me that. Yo, I'm going on vacation. I'm not even doing this with y'all no more.
Yeah, but if you go on vacation and again,
if you go on vacation, you admit defeat.
If you go on vacation and he bombs on you 2 more times, I don't think this is the last
if you
bomb.
go on vacation right this second and nothing else happens, or even if Kendrick bombed 1 more time, he could save face. His audience is big enough they might not give a fuck. But
no, it's not about his audience. Do we just say it's an L though?
Oh no, it's L. It's L. I'm saying that as objective as possible. If he follows through with the vacation while a nigga's just bombing on him in every rap style that was ever invented, it's an L.
Yeah, I feel like this bomb felt like, hey, I might drop 12 more hours from now.
And I feel like he busted his clip. I feel like he emptied his clip on the joint he put out. He got to it.
Yeah, but he mentioned other things. It wasn't just solely about Kendrick.
Yeah, but that's the part. I told you, you need to focus only on Kendrick, but I don't think he have enough info on Kendrick to do that. So he don't even have enough depth to the T that he's given on Kendrick to stretch it. Like, make that be the 5-minute song or the 6-minute song. You just firing at Kendrick and deal with them other ancillary niggas on the side. Like, I don't want to hear nothing about The Weeknd, Future. I did like hearing him talk about Future. I did. But I mean, we
didn't
knew that
have anything for Future. That's the only.
But we knew that already.
And he spared Future a lot of grace. He said, "I really don't even know why this is happening." He basically just said, "Man, fuck Metro again."
Yeah, like this is him, Metro. I wanted to see him and Kendrick. I think they over-delivered. I'm pleased if this shit ends now.
Really?
Like when you started streaming, I put the YouTube on my TV. That West Coast beat got me in the mood to go out. I put something on. I start getting dressed with the jewelry at. Like that shit was a vibe. I ain't gonna hold you.
Now, to contrast what you said, listen, the Drake fans are buzzing. I don't know if we're comfortable with it ending like this because because in reality, in my perfect world, I never thought it was going to be a knockout punch. But I definitely thought it was going to get to a place where there's going to be, for the end of time, we're going to argue about it like one of those close split decision fights. Be like, well, you watched it from this angle, I watched it from this angle, blah, 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 blah. Seeing Kendrick just incessantly drop, and he's just dropping, like, it looks like he's saying, whether you're going to engage or not, I'm going forward with my script. And I had 10 more left.
Sounds familiar to me.
What do you do if you're Drake? What do you do if you're Drake?
I told you already.
No. But what do you do now? Again, Kendrick just dropped, and I do believe this is now has a lot of people to say, hey, we hear you on the vacation shit, but no.
Yo, dog. 3 words. It's 3 words. Time stamp Drake. If we are not getting time stamp Drake, enjoy your vacation. Tune out all the noise. Ride your high horse off into the sunset. Because all these diss records he did, he still ain't do timestamp Drake and let a nigga beat him to the timestamp. Like, come on.
Okay.
Get in your bag.
Okay. I'll kind of agree with you on that.
He know what he got to do. Listen, we Drake fans at the end of the day. The real Drake fans all around the world been saying these 3 words for the past week. Time stamp Drake. That's it. You can't kill this artistic ass nigga with all of this, the singing. I wanted to hear the singing, but all of the melodies and the club bops. Because this nigga's good. Time stamp that nigga and leave. Drop the mic.
Yeah, I do think he has to have a drop mic moment where he's like, yo, if that nigga keeps talking, he's just shooting after the game, but this shit is over.
Yeah, if you're going to give me the nah, this time you following through. If you're going to get that to me, I got to hear timestamp Drake. I got to hear it.
Why do you think he hasn't done that?
Honestly, I think he fell for the mousetrap. I think both of these niggas are listening to too many. They listen to me and you too much. Honestly. I think they both listen to me and you too much. I think that Drake got caught slipping and did not think. I think the same way they're saying Kendrick got fed false information, I think Drake did too. I think Drake had it under good belief that Kendrick had 1 fire track in him and that was it, or maybe 2 at the most, or maybe wherever he was in life didn't have him in a space where he could write every day and just fire and bomb on him. I do not think Drake expected that at all. The way Kendrick stepped on that release last night was disrespectful. It was offensive. It was a genius thing to do. Have an evergreen diss track in the tuck for when as soon as he load, I'm on his ass. Like, and that's kind of some of the behaviors we expected to see from Drake. Or at least he was sounding like it. But again, don't talk tough when the nigga you looking for is not outside. Once he get outside, yeah, come on, show me something. I need timestamp Drake 1 time. 1 time, 6 minutes. Pick a city. Any city you want, nigga. You the boy. It's time. Go. Do it.
I think he's been trying to get the hit record with it. By the way, he released it to DSPs also simultaneously.